Looks like the sanitation team's out sweeping the sidewalks and gutters. Nice to see. So this is a typical one bedroom. I believe it's 31 square meter. You're just gonna walk in, little tiny living room, a seat, a TV. This place has a TV 10 feet away in the bedroom. That's just like a glass sliding door to just air condition that one room. Or you have an air conditioner here. So very typical. Most one bedrooms, they're really just studios with this sliding door. Sometimes you'll walk in and over here will be a bedroom, so that's a little more preferred. But in these newer buildings, this is the setup. They even have studios here. So when you walk in where this little wall is to the kitchen, that wall will just be gone really. And maybe it's just a little bit smaller, and your kitchen, I think, is usually right here. And then you have a little tiny balcony in the corner. Now here's, they try to make use of what little available space there is for storage. This is a little like makeup chair, I guess. And here you can put a suitcase up there, but you can see there's just not a whole lot of room compared to some of these older buildings. Now this is, what are we on? 27th floor, so a pretty good view looking out towards, not really downtown, but that's Sukhumvit Airport, about 10 miles out in the distance. And shower, just a small bathroom and kitchen. I'm cleaning the stove. Now most of these condos are going to have a small balcony with a washer and no dryer, and you'll just hang your clothes up. So that is the difference between a smaller unit in a high floor. This is 16,000 baht. They wanted 17. I think they're putting it on the market for 19 right now. So there's a little bit of room for negotiation there. I just got my place that is 50, I think it's 52 or 54 square meter for, they were asking 22,000 baht. I offered 18, which was a little bit of a bold move, but I didn't care. I had a backup plan, and she accepted 19,000. So for 3,000 more baht, which is, depending on the exchange rate, $85, $90 US, I'm really getting twice as much room, but I'm going to find out how much it cost extra to air condition that twice as big a space, but it'll be worth it to me. I spend a little bit of time in my apartment working on videos and that kind of thing, so I'll enjoy the extra space. But don't be surprised when you're out looking at these buildings, especially the newer ones. I went to, what is it called? Park Origin in Phrom Phong. Beautiful, beautiful units, but even smaller than this unit. And still, 19, 20, 21,000 was the asking price for the studios. The one bedrooms, heck, pushing 30. And I looked at maybe less than 30, but I looked at a two bedroom just to see the inside of the building, and they were asking almost 40,000 baht. So it all depends on the age. This, again, is a newer building with polished hallways and gold everywhere. You're not going to find that in my older building, which, when I say it's older, I think it was built in 2002 or 2003. So it's not like in California where you move into a 50-year-old apartment building and it's just really dated. It's just over here, anything that's, I'll say, over 15 years old, they consider old, if that makes any sense. So I'm just leaving my place here on Soi 77. I got my full deposit back. You'll hear a lot of talk about how everybody tries to rip you off for your 2 months deposit. That wasn't the case for me anyhow. The only issue was there was kind of a buildup on the electric cooktop. I just had to put baking soda and vinegar and then get on it carefully with a razor blade. And I sent her the pictures and she says, yeah, looks perfect. I think she was going to give me my full deposit back even with that stove, but she didn't know, I didn't know how easy it is to clean. It wasn't easy at all. It took like an hour, but I knocked it out. My new apartment's a little bit older, so it doesn't have the electronic keypad. So I'm having 2 keys made here for 100 baht. I really enjoyed my year up here in On Nut, and I stand by. It's a great place to live. It's just, if you're always in another section of town, in my case, I'm always in Phrom Phong, so I might as well just move up there. I, once again, stand by. This is a beautiful place to live. If you just want to come and save a little bit of money and head into town once or twice a week, this is perfect. But if you're like me, just kind of running around the city all day, I'm 5 nights out of the week in Phrom Phong, so I just decided to move up there. But I'll be back. I love Cheap Charlie's. I like this On Nut area, and it's only less than 10 minutes away, really, on the train. And if you want to save a little bit more money, just keep going past On Nut up towards Udom Suk and that area, so maybe 2-3 train stops away, and you can still get some really killer deals on condos up there. On Nut, believe it or not, used to be the last train on the line. And I don't know how many more stops there are. There must be 25 or 30 past On Nut today. So when On Nut was at the very end, you could get really cheap rent up here. But now it's practically in the middle of the city. And now I've made my way back up to Phrom Phong, my new home. This is Soi 24. If I go up 24, 2 long blocks, 3 short blocks, cut through the Hyatt, pop out on Soi 26. 1 more block is my condo down on 26. But I'm gonna head over right here to the Emporium, hit the food court, get a little chicken and rice. When you come into Emporium, go all the way to the back of the mall, and it's up on, I don't know if it's the 4th or 5th deck. And then, I think it's the 4th, and the one right above that is the movie theater. There's also a little market, I don't know if it's a gourmet market, attached right to that food court area. In one of the local movie theaters, and I made a comment about the different screens. I know there's IMAX and different seats, but I said, and I wasn't sure, that I think there's 8K screens over here. Well, here's an 8K TV anyhow, so I'm not sure if some of the new Marvel movies or whatnot are coming out in 8K, but I do know that that's an option every now and then at the movie theaters. It's an option you're gonna pay for. So if you don't care, and I don't, just go for the regular movie theater. It's still a 4K brilliant picture. Looks like it's actually on the 3rd floor, and this says Gourmet Eats, and this is all good kind of food court as well, but the discounted food court is tucked away in the back. You find it here, and here's the see, it's a gourmet market. My condo is actually in the middle of this gourmet market, and over on Rama 4 is a Big C, and right across the street is a Lotus. So I'll probably do big shopping. Not that I do a ton of grocery shopping over there, but if I just need to run in and grab some fruit or bread, this is hooked to the BTS. And on the other side of the BTS is a Via Market, which is my favorite. It's a smaller market, but they have different items in there I can't find anywhere else. All kinds of imported things. My uncooked tortillas, for one. Here it is, in the very back is the food court where you just put money on a card and hit the different stands. Right next to a Krispy Kreme on the right. And this is a Burger King. Burger King, it's better than McDonald's, I think, over here. I don't waste too many meals at Burger King. Buttercup. So I'm gonna grab a card, put some money on there, and then check out the stands. A couple dozen choices of super clean setup and affordable food. I usually go around the corner to my chicken and rice guy. It's one of my favorites, and it's $1.50. So I don't often put Indian food and discounted in the same sentence, but this here in the what are we calling this, food court area, it's really good and affordable. It's a little bit more, 165 baht, 155 baht, that kind of price, but compared to an Indian restaurant, you're gonna save a ton of money. So that's a lot of Michelin awards for my little chicken place. Well, I'm not sure if they're awards, but they're definitely in the Michelin recommendations for a reason. This was 90 baht. I don't normally get the large size, so a large and a bottle of water put me 5 baht over my 100 I put on the card, but I whipped out the rabbit card, the card you load funds on for the BTS train. You can use those BTS cards at a lot of these food courts. I think I'm gonna like this gourmet market. I just got a big 130 baht salad, so that's a couple of salads. Chicken breast and rice. That's nothing. 60 baht and 10 baht for the rice. This is the salad bar. Pretty deluxe. Big soup bar. We have a little diner. Western deli. They have a Thai deli. Cheese, sausage, meat. Yeah, it's a pretty nice little market. So off in the distance, not even half a block away, you can see BTS Phrom Phong and the Emporium. And this is the Hilton. I cut through the Hilton, or I actually just go on the side of the Hilton, and I pop out through their sister property, the Doubletree by Hilton. That's that building. That's on my Soy 26. And then I'm just 2 blocks to my condo. This guy's kind of cruising around the side of the Hilton. And then right here, I'll just run from this little patio area into that side door, and I'm right in the lobby of the Doubletree. Doubletree is actually a nice property if you can get it at an affordable rate. No doubt the Hilton's a beautiful hotel, but that's probably going to come at a cost. And then as I pop out of the Doubletree, one of my old school spots. I think I first went there, it's probably before 2015. Queen Bee. Great little music spot. Nice little bar. Good food too. Now 26, it's a bit of a thoroughfare. You can cut through from Ramapur to Sukhumvit, so it'll get much busier than this, but I just like this street. It's got a ton of trees, and right at the end of the street, 2 blocks away, is my condo on the right. Burger King Burger I'll have to give a try. I see they also have Thai food, so burger slash Thai food. And right on the corner is a 7-Eleven, so that's good to have, not even 50 feet from my lobby. 7-Elevens over here, you use them like mini supermarkets. They have everything in there. And that's Sukhumvit, about 3 blocks away, where you see that big bus. And then at 26 eases off here, and to the right, maybe 4 blocks away, is a Big C. And then right across the street is a Tesco Lotus. And this is the new place. Condo 1. It's an older building, but I lucked out and got a nice large unit for, well, let me see if I can see it. This Park Origin. I also looked at that building. I mean, a studio is about the size of this laundry area. No, I'm not going to be able to see it. It's just one of these, well, maybe that's Park Origin. I'm not sure. Over on 24, that might be the backside of Park Origin, but they're all the same. They're just very small. Again, there's a guard shack at every one of these condos, and then there's another guard kind of standing by there, just keeping an eye on things. Right here, they keep all the Mercedes. It's a little bit of a status thing. Yeah, I don't know what's down there, but like I saw last night, Tesla, Mercedes, Porsche. So they like to park all the real expensive cars right out front. They do have the old school parking garage. You drive up 6 flights, I think, and then on that 6th floor is the gym and swimming pool. I'm up there on, I don't know what floor I'm on, the 27th out of 30 floors. Now the building, as I look out my window, it looks like it has patches and primer. So maybe it's going to get another paint job here soon, or maybe they're just going to leave it that way. But for 54 square meters and 19,000 baht, I'll put up with the needing a paint job. I hired one of these type trucks, so hopefully he'll show up. I scheduled him for today. They're just like small pickups with a shell built on them. And it was fairly affordable. I think it was less than 400 baht, which is $12, $13. And I paid and that was paying for the driver to help me take the boxes from door to door. So I'll certainly give him a little tip, but for 500-600 baht, not a bad way to move. Not that I have that many items, but I did come over here with 4 big suitcases. I mean, this was it. I put everything in some suitcases and gave everything else away and moved over here. So I certainly hauled as many clothes as I could and dive equipment, that kind of thing. but just being here, I've acquired a big queen mattress pad, a toaster, ironing board, on and on. So it's nothing I'd want to try to stick in a cab. I'd have to probably make 3 trips. And here's my little lobby. We have a condo office to help take care of any needs. Here's the mailbox area, and to the left is a service elevator we used for moving, and then 3 elevators on the right. There's nothing wrong with it. Actually, they're working on one of the elevators right now. It's nice and clean. It's just not, you can see, it's just kind of basic. Here on the 6th floor is a nice little pool. It's actually larger than the pool I had. It's just not on the roof, infinity style. 3 in the afternoon, I like how this is in the shade from being on the side of these big, huge buildings. When you're up on the 37th floor, you're just catching major sun. And they have a smaller gym, but it's about the same size as the gym I had at the last place. Yeah, so this will do me just fine. I just need some dumbbells and a bike. We got 2 bikes. This is fine. Oh, it looks like the pool and gym are 6 a.m. until 10 p.m. They also have a little laundromat here. I have a washer, but it's nice to have a dryer. Oh, and they have a water machine, so maybe I'll get myself one of those sparklet size bottles. I go through a lot of water over here. Just kind of a basic hallway. It's clean. No issues there. Just a little less no frills. It's actually exposed. Right where that tree is just the outside, which is kind of cool. I was walking up here and it was pouring rain. It's kind of tropical. But no, actually that fancy building I just left, they didn't really air condition the hallways, so you'd be sweating walking down the hallways. It was all enclosed. And here's the new place. So drastically different than the other place. I mean, my whole apartment was just about in this living room area and on Newt. Here I can invite somebody over and actually sit at a table. King size bed, 2 windows that open there. That window opens. That opens. Even though it's hot air, it's nice that it's fresh. And plenty of storage. And I actually have a view of a little bit of the Chao Phraya River. And then over here is looking out towards Tonglo. But I don't know if you can see, there's like they started patching and getting ready to paint the building. If you can see that kind of gray primer, no big deal. Oh, I'd love to, this is probably one of the larger size units in this building, but that unit obviously has a huge balcony. So maybe that's one of the few 3 bedrooms. I see one there, one down there, and one down below. Me, I have a very small balcony, of which most of it is taken by the air conditioner. They put a brand new couch. They did wall treatments. This is all new. And new paint. I don't know if the floor, it's not dinged up or anything. I don't think it's the original, but maybe it was upgraded last time. Where am I going? The kitchen, very small kitchen, but it'll get the job done. Looks like a newer refrigerator. And I was a little worried. The 2 air conditioners look to be the original, but they just serviced them and they're cranking away, no problem. Gets ice cold in here. And a washing machine. So that's not much of a balcony, but it's enough to hang your clothes out to dry. And the bathroom is kind of weird. I've never seen a bathtub in Thailand, but it looks like they went to some kind of expense at some point to build this all in. This looks, I don't think it just happened, but maybe it did. So if I ever need to soak some aching bones, I got a bathtub. She also just put a brand new TV in. I'm not sure if that's, I don't remember what it said. I think a 60-inch. I have to get Wi-Fi. Oh, I have one AC here and one in the bedroom. I have to get Wi-Fi if I want it. To be honest, I've used my phone. It's unlimited, so I used it as a hotspot in on Newt for over a year and never had a problem. So I'm gonna I'm going to see if that works here. If not, I think it's like 30 bucks a month. And from the living room, pretty nice view. Again, you can just kind of get a glimpse between those two buildings. That's the Chao Phraya River. And there's a swimming pool down on the 6th floor. Right there is Soi 26, and as I mentioned, it goes to the right. And right over there, right kind of next to that building, that's the Big C. And right across the street from that is the Lotus. And I think I already mentioned it. I got this place for 19,000 baht a month with a 12-month lease. She was asking 22. I did my research and I've watched the larger units in here. This is a larger unit. I think they're 54. Going for over 20. I saw 20, 21, and then I saw as high as 27. I don't know how, they think they're going to get 27, but maybe it's just really tricked out on the inside, or maybe they figure they'll put it at 27 and hope to get 24 or 25. Anyhow, I got this place for 19. I just left a place for 16 that was way smaller, just in a brand new or 3-year-old, 4-year-old building. And I believe they said they were going to list it at 19. So things are going up. Not crazy money, but it's not the days of 8,000 and 9,000 condos right in the center of town. You can still get that, but you're going to head out further towards Udom Suk. Even, I'd say you'd be even hard pressed to get something on a high rise, maybe in a lower rise building for 10,000 baht. But I'm no expert on it. I'm just going by what's out there on the listings.